Glad is back here once again for another episode of the Bottlefield. This is episode 10. Thank you very much for joining us. Bottlefield is a bi-weekly podcast brought to you by the creative and not-so-creative minds of ProBattlefield.com, where we discuss PlayStation Battlefield news, updates, and events. We're back after an extended break. This week, we're down a regular podcast member doing work. He lost his voice, so to stand in for him, we have a special guest and a good buddy of mine, Link81 from RedEdge Gaming. So just to give us the rounds here, once again, like I said, I'm Gladys, and we've got Killer Win.
What's up, guys? I have beer.
Always. And Cryptic Panther.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Our favorite Moose trainer. And then we've got Link, the newbie to the Battlefield.
I got one better. I got Johnny Walker.
You're fucked.
The other special guest. All right, cool. All right, so it's been a couple of weeks since we've had any updates here to the Battlefield.
3 weeks.
Well, not a couple literally, but yeah, it's been a little bit. So we've still got some stuff to cover. There was a couple patches released here for the different platforms. So we've got some updates to go for, and hopefully this won't be such a Nancy episode. So let's start it off with Cryptic. Take me through how EA is working to solve the Battlefield 4 network issues.
Well, there was an article posted on mpfirst.com. I'm going to read the article. I may ad-lib a little bit, but anything quotes, I'll try to do my best to keep it as article specific as possible. So Sony working with EA to solve Battlefield 4 network issues. So the article starts off, it says, distraught PlayStation users have reported instances of lagging or rubber banding while playing Battlefield 4 Conquest large game mode. Well, if anyone who's playing on PS4, they know all about it. There's, that's one of the biggest issues that's really messing up gameplay. So here's the article continues to say, it says, according to recent interview, console manufacturers aren't afraid to get involved in dilemmas affecting specific video game publishers like EA and games like Battlefield 4. CVG, who recently spoke with SCEA's marketing VP John Kohler, brought up Battlefield 4's troubled launch, asking what a major electronics company like Sony, who launched their PlayStation 4 next-gen gaming platform only 2 months ago, thinks of the situation. So he comes back, and this is a quote from the article. It says, let me answer the higher above Battlefield 4's because it's not fair. I think to focus just on that, Kohler answered, but in general, when things of this situation occur, we work closely with the publisher. I'm not saying that happening specifically with Battlefield, but in general, when there's network issues or any issues related to gameplay, we work very closely because it reflects on our platform as well. We want to solve it just like the publisher wants to solve it, so we generally work together. I'll chuck in my 2 cents. That's the end of the article. I'm going to chuck in my 2 cents. I hope Sony really kicks EA's balls for this. I got to give my props to Sony. I'm almost going to come off like a fanboy, and I can't say I am. I know, Gladys, you've called yourself a Sony fanboy, and I can pretty much say I am too, because that's what I play. I game on Sony, PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 exclusively right now. So, but to launch the game, yeah, there's problems. We've all talked about it. I mean, the Battlefield has been full of negative Nancy comments about Battlefield for months, and it's saddening. But it's nice to see Sony step up and say, "Hey, we're gonna try to work with EA and DICE, etc., to fix this." But Sony was smart and they didn't throw EA under the bus and say it's only related to Battlefield. Well, online gaming, I've played some other games on PS4. I have not played anything multiplayer on PS4 yet, so I can't say that there's no lag in other games. But
there isn't.
Well, I can't.
At least not significant.
Yeah, I'm about to say, not that I know of.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything either. I haven't heard or experienced it. I can't say because I haven't experienced. I haven't played any multiplayer games other than Battlefield 4. But it's nice to see the company that develops the console say, "Hey, we're going to try our best to work with the developer to get this sorted out." I just hope that Sony looks at EA and says, "You still want to distribute your shit on our consoles, man? Get your shit together." That's what I want.
I think somebody needs to kick EA in the balls.
There you go.
I think everybody needs to. It needs to be a community just lined up, ready to go. Which is pretty much what's been happening since the Battlefield 4 release. So happy to say that we've at least all, bonded together over our shared awful experience, as sad as that is. But the community's finally stood up and found its voice to where we're saying, this is unacceptable. The top post, actually, just checking Reddit on the Battlefield 4 sub, was that we really, really need DICE or EA, to give us something for this, because it's absolutely unacceptable. We're now over 3 months after the release of the original game for PC and last gen consoles, and 2 months out from next gen console release. So we've had months, and that's not even considering pre-development, before the initial release here. That's post-release fixes, updates, patches, whatever, and I know that the DICE guys went on holiday, after the release of the game, which, sure, I would say that in most instances, without question, you would deserve it. You put a lot of work into the game. It's taken a lot of time. You release it, and you go do your own thing. However, the product that we were served was garbage. So I feel like somebody should have gotten a phone call. Hey, I know that, we said everybody could take a month off after doing this, but we're going to need some of you jabronis back in the office here. Work some of this shit out.
Jabronis.
Right.
Love it.
I gotta throw that in as much as possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, as far as from directly that article, the specific statement by Sony, they didn't say that, yes, we're helping EA or DICE or specifically for Battlefield. They said generally. To me, that sounds almost just like an umbrella safe comment. Like, if there's problems, then we'll try to fix them generally. But he even said, not saying that it's specifically happening for Battlefield. That, to me, is just like, I don't think they're doing anything.
Well, like I said, they didn't. They said they're working with the publishers. They didn't directly throw EA under the bus, and you don't really want to throw a developer. I mean, yeah, everyone bitches about EA, but everyone buys EA games, But Sony was smart in not being quoted saying, yes, it's solely a Battlefield 4 issue. That would shoot themselves in the foot. So, I mean, the PR is the biggest problem we're facing in that article. But for Sony to at least step up and say, hey, we realize that this is an issue and we're going to stick our nose in a little bit here and maybe get some shit sorted. Because I have no problem with Sony. I mean, since PS4 and I like downloading patches. I don't know about downloading full games. I haven't downloaded a digital game yet. I've only downloaded some patches and some DLC. Like, their shit downloads a lot faster than it did on PS3.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it's not Sony. We know it's not Sony. So the lag issue falls on EA and DICE. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. That game has issues even on the fucking the video recorder for the PlayStation 4 that no other games have. Like, it's issues everywhere, not just on the core of the game. So damn right, it's fucking the devs and developers and the developers and the publisher.
I mean, the game, like you said, the game is buggy. I mean, they got to get it fixed. Like I was telling Gladys just a few minutes ago, is that I completed the game and even the trophies are bugged.
Yeah.
Shit, guys, the bugs are bugged.
The bugs have bugs, man.
I mean, what can
bugs
you do?
have ticks.
Dude, they need to insert that meme on the cover of the next distribution that I want to see. The next Battlefield game needs to have what's his face exhibit. Yo, dog, I heard you like bugs, so we put bugs on your bugs.
All the bugs in Battlefield have ticks and fleas. That's it. I never heard of any bugs with trophies. I didn't hear any issues.
Well, you can work around them to get the trophies to pop, so they come and register. But they shouldn't. You complete a game, you get the points, they should go, but they don't. Sometimes you gotta sometimes redo the game itself to get them to go.
I guess I can't say that because I actually now thinking of after I said that I experienced an issue where you get the kill with the Suave and it's a trophy. Mm-hmm. I had to kill 3 guys with the Suave for it to register as a trophy. So yeah, I guess I did suffer that. But I've had issues with assignments, so I figured it was assignment related, not.
Nope.
So yeah, so there you go.
I mean, like the last one that I did to complete was to get to win each game mode, which went around in each game mode, had to play probably the same game modes 3 or 4 times and still won them, and they didn't go off.
See, I didn't have problems with that trophy. Like I said, the only trophy I remember was the kill with the swab, and I figured it was just Battlefield not registering it as a kill with the swab. Why the trophy didn't pop? I ain't blaming it on Sony. I'm blaming everything on Battlefield.
Well, I mean, it's issues just everywhere. It's the netcode. It's faulty, and we all know that.
We're having a lot of issues with hit registration too.
Yeah.
All around in every game.
And getting ridiculous. One thing that I've noticed in all the patch notes that we see, and the Battlefield Control Center that they keep sending us to on Battlelog, is that everything seems to be in a roundabout way, kind of like alluding to the bad netcode of the game, but they won't come out and say it.
Because they won't. Because it's bad. It's bad publicity. They're not going to say, "Hey, our game is fucked," when they need to. They just need to go out and admit it.
Yeah. Right, and like they've been tiptoeing around it. Of course, all the PR that they've had so far has been negative, but it still makes me mad, and I'm not sure. I know I spoke to somebody about this, or I might even have spoke to multiple people, but it just makes me so mad every time I see on Twitter, the Battlefield, or on Facebook, the Battlefield pages are all just like, "Oh, what's your favorite way to play?" And I'm like, "Without bugs," every time. That's all I want.
Yeah,
and they never respond to their negative Twitter posts because I've sent a few negative Twitter posts. They never respond to them. Like,
you got a response once.
I pro Battlefield. If I pro Battlefield, look, I'm so drunk I don't even know what I'm talking about. If I tweet Battlefield, I'll get a response. If I tweet Dice, because I'm pissed. I'm sitting there and I'm playing the game and my fucking shit's broke. I pick my tab up and I fucking tweet them motherfuckers. And it's usually like, "Fix this broken fucking game, assholes." And I never get a response back because of my negativity. But even though I've even tweeted them a few times, not as aggressive and as negative I usually am, and they still don't respond back to me. I'm like, I'm one person out of how many people tweet them every day. I understand that. But Battlefield is responding me back in the Battlefield 3 days. I always got a response back from them guys. Candid response or not, I get a response.
But here's the thing, though. I thought was really funny about that. I think you were asking about the DLCs at the time, and they actually answered your question. And then here comes Negative Nancy Gladys with his comment.
No. It was the last time I tweeted them. It was the other day. It was about rent servers. Oh, it was okay. And Gladys tweeted back. Candid response, and it's the same bullshit response. We're keep following us, wait and see. It's like,
stay tuned for updates.
No, don't give me that bullshit. Give me an answer. Rent the server's coming? Yes. Stay tuned for release. Stay tuned for answer the question. If there's still if you don't have a release date when rental servers are coming, that's fine. I don't need a date.
Right.
Answer the fucking question.
It's either in the pipeline, like it's gonna be worked on, once they get all this shit sorted out, or not. One or the other. It's a yes or no.
Yeah.
And I can't. Like someone else said that it's not gonna it's be stupid for them not to get rental servers because it's money in their pocket.
Yeah.
I think
that makes sense.
I think I think that shit's not ready at all.
No, and we're in spectator
PlayStation
mode.
4 and
we're in
Xbox
spectator
One.
Mode.
So spectator mode is. The funny thing is that it's there, and you can actually do everything except join in. Once you try to join in a spectator, it tells you there's no slots available. So it's really frustrating, especially since we like to make videos and shit. So we're really excited for that.
I'm going to quote from the live stream. I know anyone listening to this not live is going to miss out, but in the live stream, our good friend the Battle Girl, "Build it, they will come." That's true. If they give us rental servers, motherfuckers, we're going to rent them.
Yeah, but the argument is, if we keep hearing, everyone in the community seems to be, pretty set on the idea that they made so much money, of course they're going to do it. Well, that's rational, and if nothing else, we've been proved so far with Battlefield 4, they're not thinking rationally.
That's right.
So
they're throwing common sense out the window.
Right. And like I told you guys earlier before we started recording that, somebody posted on I think it was our PSBF and was asking about Team Chat, like how do they use it, and I had to respond on there. They chose to up the player count, but get rid of the option to talk to your whole team. Rest in peace teamwork. Forget it.
Yeah.
So they're obviously doing stuff that doesn't make sense to us, and the community as well, because there's been people that have complained other than just our crowd here or the PSBF crew. So it's widespread. I think there's a lot of things that don't make sense, and they choose to focus on, I think, the absolute wrong things so far. We've had a couple of Easter eggs, the fucking Megalodon fiasco, and now there's a new one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Megalo bullshit, man. I want them to fix the fucking game.
Yeah,
Team Dino, baby. Team Dino.
Well,
Represent.
I thought we were going to talk about it, but I'm bringing it up. The Easter eggs were put in long before the game was fucking launched. So
so in that with that thought, Easter eggs were also put in before the game was fixed.
Yeah.
We hope, anyways. Maybe the last patch released that exploding boat on fucking.
But then again, everything
as a distraction.
You guys want me to blow your minds? Every single thing in Battlefield 4 right now was put in before the game was fixed. How do you guys like that?
Yeah.
Well,
because the game is broken right now.
I'm peeling my brains off the wall as we speak.
Mind blowing.
Truly
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Revolution.
That's a fucking stupid name.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that everybody can agree on. That's the fucking dumbest name ever.
I appreciate them. I appreciate them trying to, really push the limits and advance the game and make a game-changing stuff. Like not to coin the term revolution like they have, but it's pretty big when you sit back and look at Battlefield 3. I'm not gonna. Bad Company 2 because I never played it enough to comment on it. I know I'm going to get fucking run over by you guys on this. But when you look at Battlefield 3, you can knock building down. Yeah, it was pretty cool. But to drop a fucking skyscraper, to drop a fucking two sides of a hotel, like that's pretty big shit. It's cool. It is cool. The term itself can go fuck itself. I'm tired of the term revolution.
Well, if we want to talk about the actual destruction and the Levolution, whether you don't like that term, it doesn't feel right, man. You're not really bringing down the hotel. You're not really bringing down the skyscraper. You're just shooting at some columns.
I understand what you mean.
It would have been awesome if it was like in oh god, I haven't played Battlefield 3 in so long. What was that? The French map with the water and the city.
Saint Crossing.
Crossing.
And Saint Crossing. Where,
you
know how you could destroy every wall. Every fucking building. That would have been even better.
Hey, I coined the fucking term rubble doubles, baby. Yeah, dropping rubble on people, man. I miss that.
Have you guys killed anyone with rubble on Battlefield 4? Because I know I haven't.
I haven't.
No.
Yeah, that shit was epic in Battlefield.
I understand that, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I miss that. Like, don't get me wrong. They try. I give them props for trying. You always have to try something new, and as far as I'm concerned, Levolution doesn't work. It looks cool the first 3 or 4 times you see it. It's neat. It is. It's a gimmick. It's neat. But it's not what Battlefield's about. Don't give me fucking gimmick. Give me fucking destruction, like in Battlefield 3. Yeah, Bad Company 2 supposedly had better destruction. Give me the destruction at least in Battlefield 3, for fuck's sakes. Give me at least the destruction in Battlefield 3, but ramp it the fuck up.
Yeah.
Give me bigger buildings that I can decide if I want to C4 that fucking building to the ground. Right. Don't give me 4 posts to destroy.
Right, and
don't give me a damn.
It's way too much of a fucking gimmick, and they traded so much destruction like on a regular basis, or like the unmitigated, unscripted destruction is what they got rid of, and they added, okay, we'll take the map that everybody knows just for a basis of familiarity, Siege of Shanghai, Everyone's played the map. Everyone's seen the Levolution, whatever. If you think about it, you can take down one building. Yeah, cool. Fun idea, guys. But what about the other 18, 20 buildings all surrounding it? What else can we do? Nothing.
Don't forget breaking the glass on top of D-flag.
That's the only glass you can break. That's the other thing I was just going to say. You can't even mark the glass, on the other buildings.
Exactly.
It's a joke, man.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like that's what I said. I don't fucking take me as saying, "Oh, I love Levolution and I want it. This is the greatest thing ever."
I'll take you anyway I want,
props. Listen. you love the moose. That's all you got. That's all everyone knows. You love the moose. But I'm saying is I give them props for trying something different. You know, they went out and they tried. I mean, they've done this. If they had been able to add some levolution, yes, I'm going to use the fucking term, and still give us the proper destruction. I mean, I know in Hanover Resort you can drop buildings, the B building, and I know some other maps you can drop some buildings, but compared to what we done in Battlefield 3, yeah, I do miss the destruction. I do.
Yep.
So take Levolution, and you can start at the fucking window for Battlefield 5, and give us some proper fucking destruction back. That's all I want.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, go ahead. Go
ahead.
Well, I mean, as you say, you have not played Bad Company. I mean,
Bad Company 2, I played a little tiny bit, and I'll admit, I didn't play a lot of it. I played a little bit.
The destruction in Bad Company 2 was just... it wasn't big like Levolution is in Battlefield 4, but it was just so small, scaled down so small that it was just amazing. I mean, you can bring down buildings. It actually meant to a tactical purpose. Like you had a sniper in a building, drop it. You know, but now in Battlefield 4, it's just like one or two things that are scaled down that people are just used to them. It's nothing. It's not changing anything anymore. If it was bigger, better, more massive, all the way around, everybody can have fun with it, do something with it, you know, it'd be a little bit different. But it's not. It's just one thing. And sometimes it's even time, depending on what game mode you're in.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's the thing. I give them props for trying with Levolution, but they push it down our throats too much. Like I said, take your Levolution and throw it away, and give us some proper destruction.
Exactly. I mean,
that's what I want.
Like, bring down a wall so you can get out or something. And even that, you can do that, but it's, like, hard. And you got time grenades or something, C4 the wall, something big. Where in Battlefield, in Bad Company, if it was wood, shoot it. You know? It'd go.
I mean, there is some decent destruction in Battlefield 4. I'm not going to say there's none.
Oh, I mean...
there's some. There's not, compared to like dropping Killer brought it up, dropping the sides of the buildings in Insane Crossing or Cyan or whatever way it's pronounced before I get yelled at for that too. Whatever. I mean, to dropping buildings. I mean, like the rubble kills. I mean, I love that. Like same as Grand Bazaar at Charlie Flag, shooting in the alleyway at Charlie Flag. I mean, I love that shit. Mm-hmm. I mean, we need that back in Battlefield, and I mean, I think DICE was pushed by EA, and I think they dropped the fucking ball. The game looks amazing. I mean, that's gonna be the fucking quote of Battlefield 4. This game looks amazing, but it plays like a fucking piece of shit.
Well, maybe we'll probably see it in the later DLCs because we're getting the new older maps back, so they probably could bring it back.
Oh God! I don't even want to get started on the older map packs.
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
What?
I like the older maps. I
cannot wait to get the Metro 64 player fucking crazy
cluster. Guys, I think you're out on this one. I am too. I think they look good. I mean,
what? I'm the only
Caspian.
Yeah, you are the
big
only
fucking
one.
wall in the middle.
Like you guys were asking what the flares were the other day.
Fantastic.
Like, remember you guys asking what the flares were used for the other day?
Uh-huh.
Well, actually, in the new DLC maps, there's actually going to be oil slicks all across the road, and that's mainly what the flare is going to be used for. You can take it, throw it, light that bitch on fire.
I think that's going to be the least cool thing of all the DLCs. But
the
no.
Cool.
Well, you could also throw the flare on the grass
and let it burn, and actually will do damage to enemies. You got a sniper in the grass or whoever.
Nobody's going to use flares. I don't think anybody's going to use flares. I think we're going to use incendiary grenades or maybe the torch. You could do it with a repair torch.
I mean, yeah, anything that produces heat. I mean, but at the exact same time, I mean, flares also knock out. I think it's the night vision scopes as well.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
It'll disrupt them. Yeah, sure.
So. And what is that, Metro? That's mainly really dark, so you have flares. You can burn the glass and throw that flare. So,
right. I'm gonna pass on the opportunity to rage on the DLC. So let's move to another topic here.
I hope the new DLC doesn't bring any fucking domination for you, Gladys.
Really?
No.
Why you got to do that to me?
Because you're like
got real.
No domination on Metro.
Really?
Hey, you know what? That's the first time I think domination on Metro might actually be really good.
Because that's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the map is.
Yeah, I think that's what
It's
Metro was
basically-
missing.
It's cluster fucking Charlie, isn't that what Operation Locker is?
Well, you can't beat the domination maps of Battlefield 3. I'm sorry. Those maps were fucking badass.
Yep.
In my
we need those
opinion.
back. We need that style of map brought back to Battlefield 4 for actual domination.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when they went across the board and said they want every map for every game mode, obviously, as we can see, it doesn't work.
No.
Certain maps are just not built for it, and it's.
I mean,
it's
some
forced.
of the DOM maps actually play not bad, but yeah, I think that they need specific. It's nice that they try to give us a bigger variety. I mean, they try to DOM on more maps than just 4. I appreciate their try, but trying is not the same as succeeding.
Yeah, Lord knows that's right.
Yeah.
God, who's typing like that?
God,
Me, that's me.
That's terrible.
stop slamming your face into
Stop.
the keyboard.
Sorry.
All right, so since
shit.
we've only successfully covered one topic that was scheduled in 28 minutes, let's talk about the upcoming changes in game balances. We've gotten word from Alan Kurtz on Twitter about changes to grenade counts for the mini grenades and the impact grenades as well to help prevent spamming. What is this? The mobile and possible heli changes mentioned.
Well,
Are those about the repair rates or no?
Those were not confirmed. They were this is by Alan Kurtz, one of the developers with actual dice. He's not an EA guy. He's one of the dice guys. They're talking about what they're going to do for game balancing, and changes to grenade counts is one big thing. If anyone that plays Operation Locker. No, it should be called Operation Grenade Toss because that's all the fuck people do.
Well, it's Metro for Battlefield 4, so what do you expect?
Well, it's not the same. I mean, Metro, you had a lot more gunplay than just one guy standing on an ammo bag throwing.
Because you never
fucking
played it on
mini
64.
grenades.
No, you had audio
64 on
shot.
PC is what it. That's it. That's what it was. That was just grenades. You didn't even need your primary. Just grenades and an ammo box.
It's not as bad though. Not as bad. I mean, Metro versus Operation Locker. Yeah, it's a bit of grenade spamming, but not the fucking same level that a Locker is, man. Like. You don't even fucking need your primary weapon. All you need is a fucking ammo bag and grenade. That's all everybody does. It's sad. It's really, I like the map, but it's just that they got to get the grenade counts and damage controlled a little bit better, which make the game more playable.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
Well,
Okay.
you think they should hang on real quick? I got it. You think they shouldn't change the counts, but maybe the actual reload time of the grenades instead,
Both.
so it actually make it longer?
both.
Hmm.
Because you start off with, if you go with M67 frag grenade, it's 1. If you go with the impact grenade, it's 2.
Mhm.
And if you go with the mini, it's 3. Well, you don't need 3 mini grenades. They do 80 fucking damage.
Right.
And you stand there and you lob 3 of them, bang, 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 right away. You're going to kill motherfuckers because people are already getting hit by fucking frags. They're getting hit by impacts. They're getting hit by incendiary. They're getting hit by fucking random bullet fire. They're going to be killed by minis nonstop.
Well, it
And
sounds
I
like
mean-
they need to change the damage count. Then it sounds like the actual count
They
of the
need to change.
grenades.
They need to change. Well, damage is 80. They need to drop the minis down below 80. They need to also
They're
drop
probably
a half,
60.
I say, half to 60 sounds good to me.
and then drop the count from 3. You only carry 1 of them. And if you want to stand on an ammo bag, then the replenish time for grenades needs to be replenished a little bit too, in my opinion.
Well,
That's my opinion.
yeah, good opinion.
Feel free
Shove
to
it down your
insert
ass.
your own.
All right,
So,
so one issue, as we said at the very start of this, and as a lot of you probably know, we've had recent updates across all systems here since DICE got back from holiday. They've been working hard on putting patches out, so all the systems have received patches in the past week. And with these new patches and these supposed fixes, we're getting massive reports from the community that things are reporting that are being fixed or not being fixed. Things that they did fix are now accompanied by a different similar issue. For instance, one that I've been noticing a lot while I'm playing is the kill cam, where it shows all the player info of everyone that killed me. They're now being shown as 0% health and still running around, obviously not dead. So instead of, being on the kill cam as 1% health and, dying anyways, or, however it would work, and the trading on the kills, what I'm seeing now is that I'm trading kills less with people, and I'm dying, and a guy's got 0% health and somehow still running around. So that's the new thing that's come with the patch. Less trading.
Yeah, I noticed less trading as well the last patch. But yeah, I don't think I've seen the guy running away with 0%. I'm still seeing I
see it all the time.
1.
Mm-hmm.
I see the 1%. I noticed it the other day, the 1%. I'm sure the people on Reddit have said that they've seen some people with the 0% run away. I don't think I've seen it that I can recall.
I've seen it multiple occasions. Saw it this morning when I was playing. I mean, it's there. It's.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not there.
No, I
don't remember seeing it. Like, usually the guy that kills me has 100% health.
Well, need to get on your game. Get on your game, bro. Play better, bro.
That just means you didn't
I need to get my shit together. That's it. Why didn't anybody tell me?
We're telling you now. Giving you the heads up. Heads up.
Okay, thanks, Link.
You're welcome.
Thanks. I'll put that in the sticky note right beside my PlayStation.
Yeah, tell your moose too while you're at it.
Don't worry. Oh, my pet moose, poutine and maple syrup. They know their shit.
You fuck.
Wait, did we establish that the plural for moose was still moose?
It is.
Okay, I thought I remembered us figuring that out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
just ask a Canadian.
You're right. All right. So who wants to walk through the January 14th PS4 game update?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, the notes.
Yeah, they're right there in the Google Doc, buddy.
I don't give a fuck about the notes. I just want to talk about what it did.
Listen. Read the fucking notes.
All right. So this is what DICE fixed on January 14th for the PlayStation 4, for the Sony PlayStation 4 trademark.
Air quotes.
Air quotes. So there were various fixes for improving general stability.
Bullshit.
They fixed the flickering and the map and the mini-map on Rogue Transmission and Operation Locker. Cool. I don't
remember that being a fucking problem.
Yeah, I think that was mainly a PC issue because I never.
I like this. Let's keep hitting this rapid fire so far.
Yep.
We'll say something and I'll chime in.
You know what else they did, guys? They also fixed the issue with the player spawning under the map in Lankang Dam.
Never fucking seen it happen.
Never
saw it.
Just happened today. It's bullshit. I think work fell on the map at
you recorded it.
Fucking Dawn some shit.
Dawnbreaker.
Dawnbreaker. That Dawn Operation Dawn.
Operation Dawn, right?
In the style of
Operation Sunshine.
They also normalized the repair rates across all vehicles.
Oh no, you missed one.
They increased damage by 25% for the stealth jet, which is fucking awesome.
About time.
The default.
I don't care.
Because that jet was a fucking piece of shit. That was a marshmallow machine.
Machine.
Yeah, man. It was fucking bullshit.
Shoot at Hugs and Care Bears. That's all it is.
No, the stealth jet needs to be renamed to Recon Relocation Device.
No, for low RPM device. Low SPM device. Anyways, so they also normalized the repair rates across all vehicles. Vehicles with lower health points, like aircraft and transport choppers, and vehicles now repair more slowly, as we needed that. Right. Yeah. We fucking didn't need that. Who gives a shit? We needed that for Little Birds, so I guess.
Yeah, I can't even fly because of the rubber band leg, so I don't care about the repair rates.
Yeah, fix the lag, then we'll repair tools.
Fuck. They also fixed the bug with the M1 Abrams coax HMG. The ammo box was like in the camera sometimes, and I never saw that. But
I did quite a few times. You had to switch seats or switch your internal external view a few times.
Get the fuck out of here! Are you telling me they actually fixed something that was a problem?
I haven't.
Are you
actually
saying
much
that?
since the patch, but
the
ammo bag spawning in the camera was a pain in the ass.
Oh fuck yes, man! Hell yeah, bro!
They fixed something. Yay!
Hallelujah!
All right. So they also they fixed. They added a fix for friendly markers not always showing when they needed to, resulting in players shooting team members. Bullshit.
Yeah.
That still happens.
That actually happened playing yesterday. Someone got killed by an enemy because they seen my name over top of their fucking head.
Yeah,
and I was
bullshit.
fucking like half a block away through a fucking 2 walls, and they fucking saw my name over top of the enemy.
Stupid fucking shit. Anyways, so they added, they also fixed the problem with your killer's health in the kill card not being correctly updated, showing 100% health even though the soldier was hurt. So I want to say something before you guys.
Bullshit.
Before you guys I want to say something. Listen, they fixed it. They fixed the problem where it was showing 100% health. Now it's showing 0% health. So they did fix the problem. They deleted 2 digits.
Yeah. I guess. Okay.
So they also
bullshit.
They fixed a bug where the game for European players wouldn't start when the console was running in any of the languages such as Japanese, Dutch, Portuguese, traditional Chinese, Korean, Czech, Brazilian. Oh, Brazilian Portuguese. I thought it was Brazilian. I was like, what the fuck is Brazilian?
We see a lot of Brazilians. It had to have been started.
Our good buddy JR.
And they speak Brazilian, right? So that's fixed. Apparently, none of us in Europe, or I guess Asia, because
none of us would know whether it's fixed.
None of us.
Yeah,
but considering their track record, it's pretty safe to say bullshit.
Yeah, I think it's safer to say that it's bullshit. Either way, they also fixed the bug where it looked like the soldier was dying with 1% health instead of 0. I don't know about that.
I've seen that when
they're not dying with 0% health now. I mean,
I've seen that when I traded with 2 people, they'd be dead and it'd be I'd kill them and they'd kill me.
I see.
And it would show 1%. I'm thinking, okay, my bullet was in them after I died.
It didn't register before you died.
Yeah,
like it was on the way.
So that I don't think I've seen too many of those since the patch.
Sure.
So I'm still gonna call it bullshit.
Yeah.
So the last one they fixed the player feedback timing issue, where blood was appearing before the other damage indicators, and before damage was actually done. So basically, I guess people were bleeding before they got shot. How the fuck is that?
Bad netcode.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I mean,
I've actually had blood on my screen, then seen hit markers, and then be dead before I realized I was even getting shot.
Who is the one noticing shit like this? Because this is like really specific shit.
Right? Yeah.
I'm like, I imagine a guy playing at home. The guy was bleeding before he even took any damage.
You know how I imagine this happening at the DICE office is like they've got an entire internet worth of complaints and problems, and it's like they're picking out all this stuff. Like, okay, the game's broken. You're getting CE errors, we're crashing. Obviously, the games are not starting for people with those languages, as we just mentioned. So, you've got all these huge problems, and they're just like, fuck it, we can't fix this. But hey, we can fix the digits on the kill cam screen. Let's do that one. Let's pick all this small shit that we can do. That's the one we're going to focus on. Yeah. Beautiful. Man. One thing that they didn't mention, any of the patch notes, I've never seen them give us any updates or whatever on it. The black loading screen seems to be getting worse for me. I don't know about you guys.
No, I haven't experienced that.
Yeah, I have.
I've experienced it, but
it's just you gotta sit there and wait.
Yep. You gotta wait for maybe 3-4 minutes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta wait a while. Okay, yeah, I've experienced that. I thought you got stuck on it. I never gotten stuck, but yeah.
No, I've never fully timed out, or I've never closed the app, trying to load in. But I sit there, and I'm a patient guy, and also I was curious to see, how long and what would happen, and if there was any excuse, like it would give me an error message or whatever. So, no, I'll sit there for a couple of minutes. I'll take that time to, go take a dump or get another beer or whatever, and I'll come back and it'll be loaded.
Go check your stats and battle log.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so
go stat your bait.
Yeah. So really quick, guys. Something really quick unplanned. I wanna read two comments because in case you guys are listening on iTunes or on YouTube, we're live streaming today for the first time, and we have a chat room full of viewers, and they've asked a couple questions, and I took notes of a couple of them, and I want to read it to you guys and see what you guys think. Okay. The first one is from KGB613. And he asked, I think the problem is that DICE, not EA, not DICE. So thinks the problem is EA, not DICE. DICE must make one new great game in 2 years on PC, learn 2 new consoles, and we know that it's not easy to develop for one. And they make Battlefield 4 and 360 and PS3 too. EA gave too much work to DICE. So basically he's saying that that EA gave basically DICE too much work because it took too long to develop for so many platforms like PC to new consoles and to old consoles. What do you guys think of that?
I actually mentioned that on a previous podcast.
I think we did. Yeah, we went over this.
About like how and I mean, like, and then the Gladys. I'm pretty sure if I'm misquoting, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure Gladys pointed out, with the new consoles, with the Xbone and the PS4 are close to PC. Have they ever been before?
Yeah, it's the same structure.
But yeah, I'm thinking their workload. And the basic fact that EA thought, we got to get our fucking game out before God, that's one of the biggest factors. That is the major factor in all this.
Yeah. I agree. And that, go ahead.
Okay, well, I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure that I mentioned it when we did talk about it. Hopefully, I'm not changing my story here, but I'm definitely of the strong opinion that it's absolutely no fucking excuse how many consoles or platforms that you're developing for. You don't have an excuse for a failure across all platforms. Absolutely not. Especially with systems that we've been working with. You only had 2 new systems, which from all the developers that we've been hearing about, pre-release and post-release from the console, says it's easier to work with.
Right, and not only that, but their main system, PC, had more issues than any other system.
Yeah, exactly. So
PC was experiencing more issues than all the other platforms. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So not only do we have 8 years of experience on last gen, and since its existence, experience on PC. I think that it's absolutely not an excuse. It's really just time and resource allocation. If you're going to be developing for 5 systems or however many platforms you're going to do it for, you need to have the resources available. Yeah. Obviously, 5 guys aren't going to work on, one platform. It's got to be, a team for each.
I fucking agree.
Well,
Link?
Well, from what I know, none of us are developers and how it actually goes down and works. But what
Speak
they
for
do
yourself.
Okay. But the way it works is that what they do is they develop for PCs and then they port it out to consoles.
That's right.
So that means you don't got a team working on PlayStation. You don't got a team working on Xbox 360 or PlayStation 4 or PlayStation whatever. They build it for one thing and then they port it out and then they work out the issues together on each.
That's right,
console.
And I want to add to that. For Battlefield 3, you guys have to remember it. I'm talking to the audience. You guys have to remember that. For Battlefield 3, they had to basically build a game that worked well across all platforms. That was PS3 and Xbox 360 and PC. So, as a whole, Battlefield 3 as a whole was, I don't want to use the term lackluster, but yeah, lackluster. Because, like on PC, a lot of people were complaining that it played a lot more like a console game than a true PC game. But this time around, by the way the game is, the game mechanics work and everything about the game, you can tell that they developed the game for PC and then they port it out to all the other consoles, like Link is saying, including PS3 and Xbox 360, because the PS3 and the 360 basically got the short end of the stick when it comes to Battlefield 4. The game is not made for that kind of power. It's not balanced properly, and I mean it plays fine, whatever, but it's the mechanics and everything is just not built for those consoles. The graphics are just subpar. They're worse. They look worse than Battlefield 3. How do you make a new game that looks worse than your last? It's because it wasn't made for those old consoles.
Yeah.
And that takes me... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was about to say, also the fact, too, is they have dev kits way before these consoles even get close to the market.
Way before.
So, I mean, there should be no excuse. They should have their quality team who is made to... basically, to break that game, they should be there and to see these issues.
I don't think they had a quality team.
Well,
they had 4 fucking guys sitting around in a room, fucking playing it on PC. That's what they had. There's their QA team.
But the PC's still broken though.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, what's their excuse?
There was so much talk about how they're trying to defend themselves. I mean, they're getting fucking obliterated. EA and DICE are just getting kicked around like a fucking, unwanted stepchild. And I mean,
that's deserved.
And I understand. Hey, I'm not defending them, but I mean, they're trying to defend themselves, and they're saying that that their QA team, even if they had 40 guys in QA team, aren't going to find the problems that 40,000 or 2 million people are going to find. Right? I understand that, but their fucking biggest mistake, and I've said it before, and I'm pretty sure everyone else has said it or agreed or off topic in the conversations in past, is they should have beta released this game on the fucking consoles, the next gen console, before they went full release.
Yeah,
they should have
for a long time.
They should have baited it on PS4 and Xbox One for at least 2 weeks before they decided to release it. But fucking EA forced dice, and I mean,
here's the thing, and that takes me that topic takes me to our next viewer question or topic. It comes from our good old buddy Pulse521, and he says Battlefield 4 should not have been rushed. They should have let COD have its months of the spotlight, then take the fucking time to make a game that will blow COD out of the park. Make Battlefield a truly authentic game. Don't give a shit about COD. COD is targeted for arcade shooter people. Battlefield is for the more realistic, authentic battle. Give the game a copious amount of testing, beta and all. Let players find glitches, I guess he means. Find glitches, then patch them, and release a new beta version. What do you guys think?
And that's exactly.
I think I agree with Pulse for the first time ever.
I feel like I'm half and half on that. I think that letting players find the glitches is the wrong way to go. Absolutely not, because that's what we've been doing. That's our experience now.
Excuse me. That's the purpose of a beta, I don't think he meant find all the glitches. Just, beta test as a beta should be, which should be a free version of almost finished game or like whatever you have right now. Beta test. Let players find what they consider like balance issues or glitches and bugs, and then fix that before you release it, before you start charging people money for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of agree with him. I don't think EA should have rushed the game. And,
of course not.
Who gives a shit? If you launch before COD, people are buying both fucking games anyways. Because everyone I know that has Battlefield, who's not a huge Battlefield fan, so the casual gamers that I know, they both have both Call of Duty and Battlefield. So
I don't.
Who gives a shit?
I'm sorry to say I have both, but I have not played the multiplayer in COD because it's just not my game.
Yeah, it's 6-on-6 and whatever. If you're into Battlefield a lot, you're probably not gonna like it. But either way, at least for the most part, COD is stable and playable. Whatever you want to call it.
You can't knock them for consistency.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, you just copy and paste the fucking game from year to year.
Hey, but that copy and paste makes a good game at the end of the day.
Yeah,
it gets them money.
Fans, it works.
As typical Battlefield players, we all gotta hate on COD. It's fucking it's almost if you don't, then you're not a Battlefield player.
Yeah, you don't have to. The reality is that they've released a game that had bugs, but nowhere near any amount of bugs that was like a issue.
But it's not the same fucking game. It's not even.
I understand, but
it's not
an excuse though.
It's not at all.
I'm not making an excuse. No. But it's not even in the fucking remote scope of what Battlefield is. And I'm not talking Battlefield 4. I'm talking Battlefield games in general.
Well,
it's not even close in the scope.
I think that's what Pulse is trying to say in the community. Why are they competing with a game who basically, development-wise, is much simpler? Why are you trying to release a game in the same span of time when your game is a fucking monster of complications?
Yeah.
Money.
So, I've said it.
Exactly.
We've all said it. And we've all agreed. And Link, you listen to the podcast, and you're a special guest this week, and you can chime in. Would you have rather waited 2 months for Battlefield 4 than to gone through this fucking heartache?
Are you asking me just me yet?
Yeah, just you, buddy. Answer it up.
Okay. The way I think of it is, I play all kind of games. It don't matter what it is. I enjoy the gaming experience itself. If a game gets pushed back, first thing that comes to my mind is, fuck. I gotta wait. But then, it comes along like, hey, they're doing what they can to fix it so I don't end up hating it. So, if they would have pushed it back, I want them to. They could have pushed it back 3 to 4 months. They could have done what Ubisoft does and pushed their game back nearly 6 months. So yeah, I'm not gonna hate them if they do it. I know at the end of the day, it's like they're gonna test it, they're gonna work it out, give me a good finished product, and I'm gonna enjoy it more. So
there-
yes,
There you go. Another opinion, the same as pretty much everybody else's.
Well,
Watch Dogs has been delayed. Drive Club was delayed.
the
Grand Theft
Division.
Auto 5 was
the
delayed.
Division has been delayed. Like
Division hasn't
indefinitely.
officially been delayed because Division has never actually officially been given a release date.
True.
Well,
Can't
it's
say that.
it's
It's been
supposed to
given
come
a
out.
window.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out during the holidays, and
Yeah.
they
Said
have
it's-
rumored to be 2015.
That
So-
was an unconfirmed quote from a supposed developer or supposed in-house development employee. So I'm not holding any truth to 2015.
Yeah, but who gives a shit when they delay a game? No one
Right.
gives a shit.
I would, like I said, yeah, okay. Watch Dogs delayed, Grand Theft Auto, like they're big console games. Grand Theft Auto 5 was delayed. I mean, and it came out. The single player was fucking amazing. Yeah, online we're not going to talk about it. It was a clusterfuck.
Yeah, let's just keep that under wraps.
Right, but I mean, like developers got to realize that gamers, and I mean, I'm not speaking for everybody, but you listen to everyone's comments on this podcast. Everybody would have preferred that a game be delayed than given broken. Like, it makes no sense to hand everybody a broken game and then tell them to wait for patches to fix shit.
Well, it's because it's
Pointless.
Probably what they thought at the end of the day is that, we're going to release this game and we're going to fix it in the day one patch.
Yeah.
That's probably what they thought, and they
They probably didn't expect everything.
this massive clusterfuck that is Battlefield 4 now.
No, they didn't expect it. And I mean, that's the thing. I mean, now this is what we have to deal with.
But I just miss the good old day when you guys just, they call a massive recall and just get this stuff off the market, because there's no point for it now. I mean, people are so pissed off at the game that won't even ever play it again because they're so mad at it.
Yeah,
that's a worry. That's a worry as a Battlefield player.
So
I mean,
okay, so before we move on to my topic, do you guys want to discuss anything else about the game itself?
Well, I mean,
it's heading in a right direction. I mean, we definitely notice big changes since the day the game came out to now.
I would even argue that. I mean,
Well,
are you getting
clamp my mouth on
CE
that
errors
one.
like you guys are?
Yeah, no, it was really annoying. Those fucking errors and
the
crashes.
CE error, I will absolutely give them that. They've noticeably, decreased the amount of CE errors that people are getting, but it's still there. So it is less, but the lag is still awful.
A lot less. Like,
I've actually noticed a small decrease in lag. It's still bad, but it's not like I actually got recordings of me just running 3 feet and jumping everywhere, back and forth, constant rubber banding.
I believe it.
But now,
I mean, they've reduced this here, sure. So now we can just play more of the same buggy game instead of getting kicked out to the PlayStation.
But I mean,
You're such a negative Nancy, bro.
I am. I really am.
I'm trying to bring positive into this direction, saying that they are making progress.
Stop.
They're making progress.
Yeah, if you guys have been listening to the podcast since episode 1, you could see that Gladys, Cryptic, and Work have always tried to tone me down with my negativity, and now the tables have turned.
I'm a real patient guy, and I pride myself on that. I think I'm a pretty understanding person, and I'm very patient. But I've had enough of this shit, and you can see my viewpoint and my mood just fucking deteriorating. I would say the last 4 or 5 podcasts, like the last 2, almost 3 months, I'm just fucking sick of it, man.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of the bullshit.
All right, so then you know what? That's it for Battlefield. Let's go ahead and change a quick topic and
let's
we can
talk
wrap up.
about rainbows and unicorns.
Let's talk about DayZ. That's a game that fucking works.
Oh man!
Oh, shut up!
Early release game
Shut up.
that works. Pre-alpha
Shut up
that
with your
works.
gaze.
And
I
alpha
have
that
30
works.
hours on that game, Link and I, and we fucking adore that game. And it's pre-alpha.
Yeah.
So we did DayZ last podcast. We did a little bit of that and all the pre-releases. So now we're gonna move away from gaming, not necessarily gaming, but we're gonna go ahead and go a more broad topic. And I have a topic for you guys. This is this week's epic topic. All right.
Oh
and,
God.
Okay.
And here it goes. Okay, basically, I have a 2-part question or topic for you guys. The first one is, what do you guys think is the most noteworthy company or product of 2013? And the second part is, what company or product should we look forward to in 2014, or what should we be looking out for in 2014? Now, when I say noteworthy, I mean a product or company that has had a positive impact in its industry, that was successful, or something you just really enjoyed a lot.
Can I take that first?
Yep, go ahead.
At least the first part. The second one I'm probably going to have to think about. First part, absolutely, first and foremost, in my mind, Naughty Dog. Last of Us, I think, was a...
Let me pause you really quick. I just want to remind you, it doesn't have to be video game related, but go ahead.
Right. I mean, video gaming is a huge part of my life.
Right, go ahead. No problem.
That's, I would say, probably the most noteworthy thing and an admirable thing, too, because, I think it's really brought back the focus of storytelling in a lot of games. And, there's been an influx lately in the industry of, these small indie games trying out these new things. And, like one of the big games also of 2013 was Gone Home. And, people it's obviously showing, there is a huge market for games that tell a great story and that can, really bring us in, emotionally as well, and not just entertain us. So, for them to do it so well, I think The Last of Us, I would say I'd put it as nearly an absolutely perfect game in every way.
It's amazing. I have to say I'm in love with that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Last of Us is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's going to be a game that I'm going to remember the rest of my fucking life.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And,
so Gladys, for the second part, what's a company or product you think we should be looking out for in 2014? Something you have high hopes for, or that looks promising? If
I
you
would
have nothing,
say...
we can skip, but go ahead.
Well, and no, I would say tentatively I can give you an answer here. Something that I'm looking forward to, more of a curiosity to see if it'll work or not, or if it'll fade away. I'm looking to see if the market will allow mass distribution and consumption from the mainstream people of 4K TVs. I'm waiting to see if that'll really hit the market in 2014.
Yeah, I think it will. Maybe late 14, early 15, or maybe sometimes I think it'll be a little bit more on 15. But yeah, I agree.
I think if it gets a little more affordable and we see a lot of support, like if we get a lot of things that are 4K ready, then yeah, I think it will. But that's one thing I've definitely had my eye on. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Well, you do know that the Xbox and PlayStation 4 do support 4K TVs.
Yep.
Right, but what do we have that's 4K?
Yeah, we don't have too
not
many.
a whole lot.
There's
It's just
nothing
like
that's optimized. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We have no
Video games are not going to be 4K. Movies will be.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no. There's some games coming out that will support 4K.
Yeah, but not.
Okay, but
not on
that's it
scale.
in a nutshell for me.
Yeah. Okay, so Cryptic Panther. What do you think is the most noteworthy company of 2013 or product?
Oh man, well since Baker took The Last of Us, I mean, I'm gonna have to say Fleshlight.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, you're fucked. Well, that takes a cake for innovation, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my
Jeez,
God.
Panther, get a grip.
I'm fucking drunk.
See what I did there? Anybody?
Alright, so you're
Oh,
drunk.
okay.
No, listen.
How about for 14, man? What are you looking forward to in 14?
No, we'll go back to 2013, guys.
You don't want to leave that as
Seriously,
official?
I don't wanna
PlayStation
go
4,
back to that, stop
motherfuckers. PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And that's going to be my answer for both. I mean, like Baker said, gaming's a big part of my life. If I'm not in front of my PC working, in front of my PC reading Reddit and Battlefield-related items, and or the hate for Dice and EA, I'm in front of my console, either my PS3, still gaming on Grand Theft Auto, or I'm playing Battlefield or Assassin's Creed. My PlayStation 4 is got to be the both 2013 and 2014. In all honesty,
Right, good answer.
you know, I'm so looking forward to the games coming out in 2014. I can't express it for the list that are coming out, like Drive Club, whether Division comes out for 2014 or not, The Order 1866. Like, give me some fucking games, man. I'm fucking hard for some fucking games right now.
Yeah.
Cheers.
All right, so Link, what do you think is the most noteworthy company or product of 2013, man?
Well, Cryptic kind of took mine, but I'm going to actually just say Sony as a company, because this just past 2013 for real. I mean, they've really stepped up. I mean, they've made the PlayStation 4, which was a very, very noteworthy product, and it's going to carry us as PlayStation gamers for the next 10, 15 years, maybe even longer than that, depending on how long they want to support it.
Yeah, they have a lot of good TVs coming out too.
I mean, yeah, and all their products too. I mean, they make decent products, and they're really growing as a company, and it really shocked me.
I think they're coming back from what they used to be back in the day.
Yeah. But
So for 14?
I don't know if you guys have heard of this yet, but it's the PlayStation Now.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
took one of mine.
Definitely.
That was one of mine, bro. Yeah.
I think that's going to be amazing because considering the fact that I can actually go back and play all my PlayStation 1 games that I loved and grew up on, and all my PlayStation 2 games that really started teaching me how, what gaming is and how it can affect, people's lives and where it belongs. And then even PlayStation 3 games where it started, increasing it more about how much I enjoy gaming and everything else. Yeah. And be able to play those games and relive those memories is just going to be, mind blowing to me if it, it all works right. And I hope it
not
does.
only that, but see, I have a cool thing to add because this is one of my responses. But PlayStation Now, you guys have to remember, it's gonna bring a service, at least the option of having it, to people who don't even own a PlayStation or a Vita.
Yeah, that too.
To phones, to tablets, and to televisions, to Sony Bravia TVs, man. So people who want to try the PlayStation system and some games, they can actually try it without buying a PlayStation. Get a free trial, which I'm fucking 100% sure they're going to offer, like a month of free or whatever for PlayStation Now. And they can try these games. That's going to be amazing. I'm super excited for PlayStation Now, too.
Oh, and FYI, if you guys did not know, the beta is out. So yes, you can subscribe for that and get into the beta if y'all wanted to.
Well, let's hope. Yep.
And listen, I'll chime in on the PlayStation Now. It actually, Sony has said it's going to be available in Canada the same time as launch in the United States. And I'm like, fucking finally.
Yeah,
finally.
That's awesome.
Every fucking time I hear something's being released, oh, cool. Netflix, US only.
Canada,
Hulu Plus, fucking Hulu and Hulu Plus. In the United States only, unless I want to get it on a fucking DNS server and basically bake them in America. But Sony's come out and said that they're going to release it in Canada at the same time as they're releasing in the United States. And I'm like, finally, we're awesome. Not getting fucked over.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Nice.
Well, probably worry about your moose slow connection, so.
I'm gonna send my moose down to Sony, man, and fucking gut them bitches. They fuck me over.
How many packets can your moose carry, bro?
Oh, you don't want to know.
So
we have internet that you don't have to crank to get to working in Canada now, so we should be good.
Fucking awesome.
Moving on up.
Y'all upgraded from hamsters to mooses now.
So so my noteworthy company for 2013, actually, I had, since I was going to plan on being last, I wrote down 3 of each, just in case you guys took some of them, but only Link took one of them, the second part. So my noteworthy companies, I'll go ahead and, I don't want to take the spotlight, but I'll go ahead and go over all of them, because I think they all did an awesome job in 2013. For 2013, I think the most noteworthy company of 2013 was Tesla Motors. I think Tesla has made some fucking incredible advancements in the industry. I think they showed that they can make really, really reliable electric vehicles that go a long way, and they show how the fucking industry is gonna make a fucking incredible entry to the market in the next decade. The next one that I wanted to talk about is really quick is Boston Dynamics, which was just bought out by Google. And in 2013, they fucking blew up in the amount of technology that they brought out to the military sector. And that's going to be ridiculous to see what the fuck comes out of that, because that's some freaky ass shit. I don't know if you guys have seen the videos.
No.
Boston Dynamics, they have like those fucking robotic dogs and fucking things like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen one.
Yeah, the robotic vehicles for the military, and the fucking that shit is ridiculous. But they just got bought out by Google. I want to say a couple months ago. But yeah, so those two, and last but not least, right now we're using it is I think Twitch.tv has actually improved a whole lot the last year. I think it has. I think the service itself has become. The service as a whole has become better. The streaming quality has definitely taken a hit. But I think that has shown that the video game live streaming industry is definitely very strong, and that it's going to be here to stay at least for a long while.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay, so then the second part, what am I looking forward to in 2014? I cannot believe you guys didn't even say this. I thought Link was going to say it, but the number one thing is the Oculus Rift. And VR technology.
I thought about it.
That shit looks amazing.
It
does.
does.
Amazing. And I think it's going to be revolutionary, bro.
It is, but not for everybody.
It could, dude. Sony is putting in patents for shit like that, so it's definitely opening up the market for that for all consoles, all users. It's going to be something that maybe not in 2014 will come to everyone, but definitely it's going to make a mark in 2014.
Oh, I agree. Oculus Rift is fucking amazing. I've seen some stuff, and there's some of the prospects for it in the future are definitely there. I mean, that's where gaming is going to go eventually. Instead of sitting there staring at your TV, you're going to be sitting there with a headset on playing your games. I mean, it's where it's going. I mean,
they just only recently, a couple of weeks ago, they added 1080p support, which is crazy. That's amazing. That's helping a lot in the development because people were getting dizzy and stuff like that. But yeah, so the last one that I had was PlayStation Now, and we already spoke about that. But yeah, those are my 3 and 3. That's it for me, Gladys.
I totally forgot though. 2014 IKEA catalog just came out.
IKEA catalog.
Good.
The couch sneaking in the back door here.
The couch. IKEA for the win.
It's a party now.
IKEA
Oh my
for the
God.
win.
It's a party. Hang on. Everybody be real quiet, and then work. Give us a where's Rachel.
3, 2, 1. Batman.
Where's Rachel? That was doing work, everybody, or doing
this
no
is why
voice.
He's not in the whole podcast.
Yeah.
That's why you got your special guest.
Oh,
Oh man,
Beautiful. Well, we got the whole crew here right at the end. Awesome.
yeah, awesome.
so we'll wrap it up now, right, Gladys? Gladys.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and
Gladys.
we'll wrap it up. Yeah, Bueller.
Bueller.
All right, so everybody, it's been a trip here this time. Link, big thanks for stepping in and taking over for Bruce Wayne.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you
the
for
podcast,
having
buddy.
me.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You're welcome.
Good job, Link.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, doing work. I don't normally say this to you, pal, but shut up.
Of all of us here at Pro Battlefield, he's not wearing hockey pads.
But is he wearing a cup?
That's all.
Find out next week. Right. All right, so thanks everybody for sticking with us. I think we've had a little bit of a longer episode than usual this week, but we did have a lot to go over, and also doing the live stream here actually I think worked out very well. It was very successful, and we'll try to coordinate a little better next time. We try to do that. So we've got 2 weeks until the next podcast. So hopefully we've got some more updates from DICE and some fixes incoming and on the way. So until then, stay tuned to ProBattlefield.com. You can follow us at Twitter at ProBFGaming. Excuse me. And once again, thank you guys all for listening very much, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you later, guys.
Peace.